Students, this lesson consists of 5 marks to big questions. So definitely an important question for 5 marks from this first unit, that is, write the provisions of the Government of India Act of 1935. So let's see what are the different provisions of this Government of India Act of 1935, which contain 321 articles and 10 schedules. So among these all provisions, there were the 6 important provisions are there: federation, distribution of power, Darchi at center, federal legislature, federal court, and provincial autonomy. So in that first point, that is a federation. Federation is nothing but just as like a union. So Federation of India was introduced in 1935. It consisted of provinces of British India and princely states as units. Here I told already that whole India was divided into the two parts. One is provinces of British India and another is princely states. So these all the states were merged or made united, so it is known as a federation. This is the first provision. Second provision, that is a distribution of power. So this distribution of power was divided into the two parts. One is central and second one is provincial. Provincial is nothing but state government. Means all the powers, all the subjects were divided into the central legislature and state legislature, and these all the subjects were categorized into the three lists: federal list, provincial list, and concurrent list. So federal list, which consists of 59 subjects, those are very important in the manners of central government, like external affairs, currency, and defense. On these all 59 subjects, only the federal government, central government, can make the laws. Second, provincial list, or which is known as like a state list, which consists of total 54 subjects like police and education, over which provincial legislature had the jurisdiction. Means only state government can form the laws on the police and education subject. And third list is concurrent list, which consists of 36 subjects like marriage and divorce, criminal laws, civil procedure, over which federal and provincial can make laws. So concurrent list, what the 36 subjects were there, on this central government as well as state government can form the laws. So it was like a common subjects where the state government and central government can frame the laws. This is the second, that is distribution of power. Third point is Darchi at the center. Already Darchi was introduced as per the 1919 Act, but here Darchi was introduced at center government with the more powers to the Governor General. Governor General was the head for the central government and he got the more power as per this 1935 Act. Governor General can make the decisions, he can frame the laws on the subjects like defense, external affairs with the help of councillors. Councillors were responsible here. And this Darchi gave the more powers to the Governor General. So here one more important question, what is Darchi? So Darchi is nothing but it was introduced at center level with the more powers to the Governor General. He can make the decisions on the subjects like defense, external affairs with the help of councillors. So it is known as a Darchi. Federal Legislature, fourth provision. Students, last year you studied about the unicameral and bicameral legislature. So federal legislature is a bicameral, means which consists of two houses, upper house and lower house. So here Council of State was the upper house, which had a total 260 members, but out of these 260 members, 60% of members were elected from the British India area, whereas remaining 40% were nominated by the princely states. Means here the more powers were given to the central government itself, not to the state. State government had a bit importance. So this is a Council of States upper house. Second house, that is a Federal Assembly lower house, which consists of 375 members. Out of that, 250 were elected by the Legislative Assembly, whereas 125 were nominated by the rulers of princely states. This Federal Assembly was known as the lower house. In India, there were the very few provinces which had a bicameral legislature. Among them, Bengal, Bombay, Bihar and Madras had the bicameral legislature. Remaining others or rest of others had a just unicameral legislature. So the federal legislature also important provision of the 1935's Federal Code is the fifth provision of this 1935 Act. Federal Code, which was established in 1937 at Delhi, it includes one Chief Justice and 6 additional judges. This Federal Court used to take decisions on the center and state disputes, which were originate cases, and appellate jurisdiction over the decision of High Court. Whatever disputes are there among the center and state, and sometimes some decisions given in the High Court, so that cases you can take to the Federal Court. So that provision was made here in this Federal Court. This Federal Court is nothing but the Supreme Court at present. This Federal Court was named as a Supreme Court in the year of 1950. And the last provision, that is provisional autonomy. Autonomy is nothing but is a freedom. So by this act, the provisions no longer remain as a delegates of central government, but become autonomous units of administration. Means central government gave bit freedom to the provisions, that is a state government, they can take decisions themselves, no need to depend on the central government. So this is called as a provisional autonomy. So students, in this act we've seen that different provisions of this act: federation, federalist, distribution of power, Darchi at center, federal legislature, federal court and provisional autonomy. Thank you.